The price of gas is on the rise as the escalating conflict in the Middle East drives up world oil prices. And just how high prices climb or how long they last really all depends on how long and disruptive things get. Joining me live now to explain is Matt McClain with GasBuddy.com. Matt, good to speak with you.
Good to be here.
First, can you just give us an idea of how much higher prices at the pump are already?
So we are looking, just based on analysis of the first 3 days of this U.S.-Israel-Iranian conflict, about 5 to 15 cents per liter in Canada across the board. That is what we're looking at. If it hasn't already started, it will be starting later today, and most stations will have already wrapped up raising their prices by no later than Wednesday midday. We are still, though, as an ongoing conflict, always trying to make sure that we take into consideration daily analysis of the ongoing conflict. Today, we can't analyze because it's not over yet.
Yeah, things happening very quickly. What is causing the market to, react so swiftly like this?
Well, volatility. You've got the Strait of Hormuz, where Iran is indicating they are closing it down or have closed it down. Whether or not that is truly verified, there's some conflicting reports back and forth. And since I'm not there and you're not there to confirm it with our own eyes, we have to assume that there is obviously some sort of an interruption. We're also receiving reports that maybe a triple-digit amount of tankers have dropped anchor on either end of the Strait of Hormuz. That's 20% of the world oil supply that goes through the strait. And that comes at a price. It becomes a problem if the oil isn't still moving through there and getting to the necessary locations that oil was supposed to be going toward.
So worst case then, just how high could prices climb if this conflict drags on?
We can't really give that, and here's why. We don't know, and even the people firing missiles back and forth aren't truly sure exactly where it's going to land until it does so. I'm saying this because there are too many scenarios out there that could potentially rattle and impact oil prices, even from an infrastructure standpoint, from neighboring countries around Iran that obviously also produce a gargantuan amount of oil for the globe. So we don't know until basically the smoke clears exactly what could transpire in the coming days. And I think it would be very unwise at this point to really stick the neck out there and try to create some sort of an analysis based on literally at this point thin air. You've got the White House saying in America that the biggest hit is yet to come, or the biggest wave is yet to come. They're making those comments within the past hour. And that also gives an analyst like myself pause, making you wonder, okay, well, what's getting ready to happen and how will that impact oil prices? We're just in a wait and see at this point.
Can oil-producing countries increase output quickly enough to make up for any lost supply?
Boy, when you're talking about a 20% cutoff of the world's oil supply, that becomes a really interesting concept. And it's not that maybe Canada, America, Mexico, Venezuela. Venezuela's kind of pigeonholed into the 1 million barrels per day that they're able to produce because their infrastructure is so badly damaged from lack of care over the past 15 to 20 years. Could we ramp up some? I think we could. I don't know that we could cover all 20% of that loss. That's the concern that I personally have and makes me wonder. But with regard to what exactly would take place, let me stress, Canada, America, basically the North American continent, we're okay. We're not going to run into supply issues here, gasoline or oil, but we are going to be impacted because of the global oil price.
Well, Matt, I want to thank you for sharing your take on all of this with us tonight. It was great speaking with you.
Sure thing, anytime.